Sorry, guys.
Charlie's over here.
I stepped on
Charlie.
a power cord, I guess, and hopefully
This might be the start of
our intermission might have just ended, but
It's just starting over.
we don't know until I go to edit this. But if I'm a betting man, I bet it's fine. Like, honestly.
Wow.
But we were talking about lightning strikes in third gens for some weird reason.
Yeah.
Usually it's good luck to be struck by lightning.
Well, dude, this dude's made a shitload of money.
It's good
Like,
luck. See,
he's on 5 acres in a gorgeous, like, barn dominium, like, shop house. He's going to SEMA this year for a 66 vet. It's gorgeous, dude. Fucking gorgeous.
But what good is all the money and all that if you can't hear what people got to say about it?
Oh, dude, he came into my office, and I don't think he'll hear this pod, but, like,
but what he can't hear.
Yeah.
Ben, that's too soon, man. He's got one ear right now. But I've never had someone come sit in my office and, like, start crying to me, especially, like, a 60-year-old man.
Right.
And he came right in my office, man, and just, like, bawled because he was like, you know, I build cars. He's huge into cars. And he's like, I build cars to hear them. And, I mean, his whole job is hearing shit.
Yeah.
He builds fire pumps, engines and shit, and, you know. So.
Probably how he does the timing, too. He just listens.
Dude, it's
listens
all
to
in the
time
hearing, man. So, I bet he's scared. I'd fucking be scared. I mean,
100%.
us living in the lightning capital of the world, I think it's pretty rare to have 4 people sitting here that haven't been struck personally.
Yeah.
I hope I never do, honestly.
Yeah, I don't want to
And
find
you know,
out.
I've put myself in a lot of situations to get struck by lightning. I remember we used to do this thing on 4th of July where we would go set up a tent on Fort Myers Beach and party. And, like, everyone came out. Ben knows. It was huge. And we used to do something out there. I can't say the word on here, but we used to tie a bunch of fireworks together and do something with them. But
throw them in the sand.
not throw them anywhere, actually.
Light them and run.
Yep, basically, with a lot of people around, and you know.
Were you using the turtle nest as the stand?
Oh, that would be even worse. But what I was
Go
saying,
out to the sandbar.
yeah, Ben would walk out to the sandbar, and you know,
Bobby would not.
Bobby, he would just light them and.
Run.
Well, Bobby's a scumbag.
Well, dude, one year
in some areas,
you know those. Hey,
Bobby's a scumbag.
hey, you know
okay?
those fireworks that are in like a box, and you light one fuse and they all go off.
Yeah.
He did that, and then he kicked it over. And a
see?
family was right, like, from here to the wall.
Scumbag
Just boom, boom,
activities.
boom, boom. Dude, it was so fucking bad.
Did those people scatter or no?
Oh, they called the cops, dude.
Oh.
Some lady got hit. Like, it
Oh,
burned
yeah.
her back, and, like, they had kids. And he just kicks it right over, and it just, pew, pew, pew. Ben, he's so drunk, he just stood there, like, in the line of fire.
What can you do?
Yeah. But what I was saying is,
What can you do?
the second to last time we did that, we were in one of the worst lightning storms I've ever been a part of in my life. Remember that shit, Ben?
Oh, it was an annual thing.
You're right. It kind of, and we always say, like, we ain't fucking leaving, and we hold on to this metal tent and just pray that nothing hits us, you know.
I think the worst one I was in was actually down in the Keys in last mini season.
Really?
Well, we went to the sandbar out there in Cujo Key and Sugarloaf and stuff like that. And we went out to the sandbar Friday afternoon. And, man, it was a beautiful day. Started out great. Next thing you know, it's pouring down rain. Like, pouring.
I heard it rained the whole time that mini season.
Well,
Am I wrong?
Quite
Yeah,
a bit.
no.
Huh?
Oh no, at the opening of it.
Yeah.
Like, mini season, so I bully net, and we were out there at night. 11 o'clock.
I was laughing my ass off. This fucking clown. Dude. It
I
had to be.
saw your videos too.
It was
dude.
blowing like 40.
Oh, yeah.
On opening night.
Oh my
And
God.
I'm in a 16-foot J16 with a 40 E-Tech on the back.
Oh,
And
my God.
I got my dad out there with his boat, and Steve was out there with his boat. And we were hauling ass to the spot, you know, up there on the flats, bully netting all night. It rained on and off, but we get limited out by one, and it was
Jeez.
good. But Friday, that lightning started coming in, and it was raining hard. We rode it out for a couple of hours, and then it just didn't stop. You know, you're in the water.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. And then the lightning started moving closer and closer, and we said, all right, time to go. And my dad's boat's really underpowered, and he had 5 people in it, and it rained so hard the bilge pump can't keep up, and it takes 10 years to get that thing on a plane, and the boat only tops out at 26 miles an hour anyways. But, it was a
And this is
nightmare.
Exhibit A of why you don't take me boating.
Yeah, Charlie has nothing but problems on boats.
I don't know. I like to go boating with certain people because I know where we're going to go. I know the speakers on it. Shout
The
out
speakers.
JL
You
sucks.
like to go spring break.
I like to go party.
He's a spring breaker.
Dude, we've had some rowdy times spring break out at Lonnie Kai on a boat.
yeah.
We've almost sunk a boat, dude. So many people on the damn thing.
It's like the best place for Charlie to go is Margaritaville when it gets done. Just drop him off.
I'm not a
there.
tourist, bro.
You're not a.
You catch me back in the mangroves flipping a live greenie,
Back in
weightless.
the mangroves, dude. You won't catch me in
Stealing-
those fucking mangroves.
Stealing on McCoy Pro Services spots.
Yeah.
We might drop you off at the mangroves. and
Oh, yeah?
Leave you there for a
Yeah.
night.
At night, huh?
Nice.
Two
Dude,
nights.
Dude, I remember in high school we had to learn about mangroves and all.
Remember the senior trip we took?
Yeah. Was it where we walked in the slough?
Yeah,
I love that
Cypress
though.
Slough.
Yeah, because I said if they let 4-wheelers in here, I'd fucking tear this shit up. That's all I could think about. And I remember we get to this spot, and our teacher's like, "I want you guys to sit down and write a thoughtful thing about the nature."
Sit down. We're
On logs,
we're
Ben.
waiting.
Yeah, we're literally up to our our what would you say, our chest in water?
Yeah, but me and Charlie are good, but
Yeah, I mean, I didn't give a
we
shit.
went to a private school.
Yeah, these kids had
So you
no
got
idea.
20 other kids wading the slough.
What about these kids that don't know how to swim?
Oh,
Were
fuck
they
no,
scared
dude.
or what?
I mean, people were bitching, and we and Ben are out there like, man, this is great, man. I'd be water wheeling all this shit, and we had to write a little paragraph, and
I wish we could have the journals from that.
I wish she would let me read what I wrote, because I was like, if I was on my Rancher 420. But, yeah, good times.
Shout out Bergow. I know you've remarried. It's not the
Oh,
same name.
damn.
Just for the just to bring this in, just because my buddy Lane, he swiped up on my
Shout out to Lane, bro.
He says, "Calm down, Joe Rogan."
I am Rogan,
And
bro.
then my response was, "I'm putting Bobby Bones out of business."
The Bobby
And
Bones
then,
Show.
and then he wants to know who is Lunchbox. So I said, "Charlie."
Are you fucking kidding me? You sound like Lunchbox.
Bullshit! I got your
I am not
Lunchbox.
fucking. I'm fucking Bobby Bones, motherfucker.
Oh, fuck
I'm
that
the guy,
shit.
dude.
What's the girl's name?
Amy right here.
Amy Taylor's Amy. Hey. No, there's actually a pod I listen to called Drink Champs, and this is kind of reminding me of Drink Champs because they really just sit around and drink and talk shit. Here we go, another snap tonight. God damn, dude. This dude, he's gonna run our social media for everyone watching. This is the guy right here.
That's
so.
Lunchbox over there.
No, you're Lunchbox, bro. Lunchbox, this fucking guy, bro. All right, so let's get back a little bit on track. Hopefully, we still got a little bit of listeners.
Where are we going? What's coming up?
We've got Redneck Mud Park in under a month.
Well,
Don't remind me.
Nobody
let's take
cares
a pause.
Okay, what's up?
Shout out to the Rio
The Rio.
in Brazil.
Ben, you might have to get closer to this damn mic.
Honestly, if you really want to know what's next, is if I could ever get my friends together. You
you want to
my
pillow?
real
Ben,
friends,
be careful there.
and get their
There you
act
go.
together. We could be going to Iron Horse next weekend. but-
Hey, I'd love to be at Iron Horse.
And we
this
talk about
weekend.
this every
Every
year.
year we say the same fucking shit. I know, but
what do you think, Taylor? Could you see yourself
Ben,
going to
what
Iron
the
Horse
dick are you doing?
when you get that
bro?
truck done?
Oh, okay.
Oh, when I get my truck done? Oh, hell yeah.
We're going.
Yeah, 100%.
I just really want to make sure that Taylor's truck is dialed, dude, because I
We're
don't.
going to find out what's not, and I'm going to find the first guy I see with a service truck for whatever I need.
Yeah, shout out to everyone with the Crane service trucks. You literally, I'm jealous of you. You have a rolling shop with you.
Don't worry. I'm bringing a set of torches and a sheet of 3/8
we're
and
bringing-
a sheet of quarter.
We're
and,
bringing one Conrad.
And I'm going to have a sheet of steel on the trailer.
We'll have to
and
get
cut
Conrad.
Whatever we need.
Well, let's all chip in and buy Conrad a crane truck to drive.
Well, he
around.
already has a service truck. It just needs a crane on it, literally.
Well,
It's got
the
a
most
big
expensive
tick.
fucking part.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
much
Because you
that
got to
cost?
have the leveling feet and all
Yeah,
that
it's got to have all
bullshit.
that shit under there. Oh, Ben's got the glasses on now. He's dialed, bro.
You're talking $100,000 for a brand new service truck.
Yeah,
with a
brand
crane.
new, 100 and something.
Those
Yep.
are
Not the whole
money
truck. I'm just talking about the
makers.
crane.
They are
to
money
put on
makers.
Those trucks are money
You
makers.
could
Yep.
probably buy an older one for 60,
Well, our buddy,
70,
our
but-
buddy Wade, he built one basically from the ground up, and he said he had like 50, 60 in it. So it's doable if you want an older truck, you know, and
Yeah,
you don't
you
got to
could
buy
do
the
it.
brand new shit.
Right.
But
Hey, man. There ain't no time for sleeping over
Who,
here.
me?
yeah, wake up there, Crab Man.
Oh.
Gulf Shore Fisheries, official sponsor of Megatruck Media.
It's going to be, man. Get at me for all your fresh stone crab needs.
All your crab
Or
needs.
yeah, any other type of crabs
I
out
sell
there.
blue
dude.
crabs,
you
too.
got-
Yeah,
them
blue
blue
crabs
crabs.
is what we were referring to.
Yeah. By the dozen, by the pound, we sell them. We catch them, you crack them.
Oh shit!
God damn, you spoken
sound-
like a true salesman over
Right
here.
there, dude.
What are they? So what do you go by the bushel, the bucket? What do you? What
you
do
talking about blue
sell?
crabs or
Yeah,
what?
whatever. You
About
know,
a dozen, usually.
a dozen for
Yeah.
what? What market value?
So
What?
if you want like a dozen large, $60 a dozen. If you want a dozen mediums, it's $40 a dozen.
Okay.
Stone crabs, we're going for
Go get them.
$30 a pound,
You
or
need some?
150 for a mixed bag, which
That's
is
not bad.
medium, large, and jumbos together.
Yeah.
Unless you want all jumbos for $250 a bag.
Well,
Yeah.
what's
No,
funny,
that's,
dude?
that's not a bad price at all.
What's
For
funny
a 2.5
is
gallon Ziploc.
No,
full.
dude, and what I don't
Wait,
try
wait,
to screw
wait.
people
Hold
out of
on,
money
bitches.
and everything. I
Wait,
just
wait,
try to
wait.
stay underneath the restaurant price.
Oh yeah, 100%.
That's what I was trying to calculate, like how much you pay at a restaurant.
Well, if you go to like Pinchers down here in Fort Myers,
Yeah.
they get 50, 60, and 70 per pound.
Yeah.
And I'm only at 30 and 50. So
Oh yeah.
my
No.
jumbo price doesn't even touch their medium price.
yeah.
what I want to say is when we were at Bamboo, like the week before, Logan put a Facebook message, we were in like a Plant Bamboo group, and he put a thing out there saying that he's gonna have all these crabs, dude.
Don't bring the crabs.
Oh, he did. He brought a huge like freezer that you could put a body in this damn thing. And we just had buggies pulling up, and he was like a little trap star
Yeah,
out there.
slinging
just
them.
I don't
slinging,
know
bro.
if
like
I'm pretty sure it was Logan, but when we first met,
RYC.
I hated Logan.
Because he did
Oh.
the crawfish broil at RYC.
And then left.
the whole campsite was fucked, man. Oh my god, dude.
He came on Friday. He left Saturday morning. We were there
Yeah,
the
you
whole morning.
motherfucker.
I was in the wedding. I come back every night, though.
Yeah, I know, but everyone decided to get their crawfish, and then they just scattered. I mean, dude, you couldn't walk a yard and not
That's-
see it.
I don't-
It was like a
Oh, yeah.
minefield, bro.
Oh, I helped with that.
I heard they packed a 65 Yeti slap full of crawfish and was throwing them in Titty Lane.
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh yeah. So that's the yacht club that I left because I actually went to Curacao for a week.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
The day after that on Saturday.
Yep.
And oh, my Friday was rowdy. Ben let me take the old third gen.
Hell yeah.
We went, did some ripping.
Some
Ripper.
ripping. She's a
Ripping.
fucking ripper, dude.
Yeah, and then you walk around the campsite in the afternoon/night after
It's
dinner.
it's a minefield.
It's
They're
a
all
minefield
you're
of
gonna step on
spiky-
It
one.
wasn't even
Crawfish.
stepping on it. It was the smell.
The smell. I remember waking up Sunday and I was like, "Oh my god!"
So-
dude.
crawfish boil all over again.
Oh my
So
god.
I gotta ask now? Like, did you hate me because like I didn't invite you to come eat, or like?
no,
did-
it was just the scent.
so if I do,
So
it,
is that when? That's when you met Logan, or
No, I probably.
he didn't know me, but he hated me.
I didn't
That's
even,
the normal
I didn't even
Logan
know who
thing
you
right there.
were. I just knew some motherfucker
Ben said, "Who the
came
fuck
and
is
brought
that?"
a bunch of shellfish.
yeah, yeah. And just let them go
And let 'em
everywhere.
go, and they left, and we're sitting here. And I shit you not, Logan. All the girls were throwing up all day.
Oh yeah, dude. Well, I mean, you got to mix liquor and
The heat,
the heat and just dude.
it was rough.
Well, I remember after that weekend, I said, "I'm telling Logan he's never doing that dumb shit again." Because
Or no, we just need a trash,
a trash
can.
bag, something, get it out of the campsite. Like, just get it out, man. Like, it
Because
was.
it was like, I went from, I just met Logan. I love Logan because he just gave me good food.
He's got a buggy,
He's-
yeah.
No, but he was like, he fed us.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was good.
And then the next morning,
Why did we bring this to Redneck Yacht Club?
Dude, that shit was
exactly what
rough.
happened.
Were you there though for that?
He
I
was there
I
Friday.
ate dinner. I
Yeah.
contributed
he
to
got
the heads
good side. He
everywhere.
got the good food.
Dude, by Sunday, man, it was like, what the fuck, dude?
Honestly, I
I
don't
ate
think.
dinner and
We're
left.
hungover, heads left,
Listen,
right.
Yeah, dude, that was the problem. You're hungover, and that's the first thing you smell. Dude, it ain't a fucking good day,
A
dude.
2-day rotten in the sun.
Honestly,
no
though-
Hey, and
crawfish
sometimes that ain't even from the shellfish. You know what I
I don't
mean?
head. Might be the other kind of shellfish you find out there.
Another fucking bird,
A
dude.
couple more
A fucking
ounces.
a titty lane cricket.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
couple more ounces of that titty milk.
Oh,
gets you going,
Oh,
you know?
speaking of titty milk. Oh, no.
Oh,
no, man.
Where's the sound?
Dude, oh
Play
shit,
sound.
shit.
Oh,
Oh,
that's Kevin's
Kevin,
sound.
dude. Oh, I gotta turn that. Oh yeah, it went off by itself. Cool. But all right, let's try to stay on track here, boys.
Where
So,
we
but as far as the crawfish go,
Oh,
the
back
ones
to the
that-
fucking crawfish.
The ones that you was smelling, I feel like were the ones that we threw out that we didn't want to cook because they was dead.
Yes.
So
that's
you
the problem.
You didn't smell the cooked ones. The cooked ones were fun. After
Well,
a couple days.
Logan, whatever it was,
It was bad.
it was bad, and I don't want to experience because I don't even eat seafood, so I didn't give a shit. But you guys all looked like zombies just feeding because Logan sets this shit up. You know, got the propane's hanging shit and fucking and people just assembled. And I'm like, what are they doing over there? They're like, oh, it's a crawfish boil. I'm like, oh.
They got fucking 20 pounds of crawfish.
Dude, and then I see
30. We
people
had
are just
30.
grabbing
30.
handfuls of these motherfuckers, just like going
walking
crazy.
away,
Yeah, dude.
throwing them everywhere.
You could not walk. I'm telling you, you could not walk, and you would find them,
It was almost as bad as the peanuts on the floor of the Texas Roadhouse.
dude. It's just
was
like
worse.
that, bro. Oh my god, dude.
Except crawfish form instead of peanuts.
yeah.
And the problem was it was dark, so nobody knew
Oh,
until the
if
morning.
I had to wake up to go take a piss, it was like, ow, fuck, ow, like just fucking walking around,
Yeah,
dude.
walking around on shelves.
Yeah, like, oh my god. But we do have a Redneck Mud Park event coming, and like I said, it's the first unsanctioned, not Trucks Gone Wild event. Very anxious to see how it goes. If I'm there or not, we're gonna hopefully report on it.
Good part about that is it will be crawfish season.
We'll be bringing
It
a
was-
trash bag.
It was the
yeah.
March event.
Yeah.
It was a March event.
Yeah, we're gonna do it again.
No, I heard he fucking told you're not allowed on the truck if that's the
No,
fucking
we
case.
will bring a trash bag 'cause they're good eating.
Okay,
And the
well,
ones
whoever
we don't eat, we will load onto the truck and we will
No,
throw them.
you fucking won't. That's the thing. You idiots are gonna put them all over the truck.
We'll tell them to roll the
Do you
windows up
remember
and just
when
dump the
somebody used
cooler
to
out.
always shit by your truck?
Some people,
Oh my god, Ben.
some people in this world are still out there riding with Biden. This guy's gonna be riding with the fucking crawfish.
No, I want to talk about what Ben just
be riding
fucking
around
said.
with
Hey,
Be riding around with the
listen
mud
to this
crickets.
shit. Where this is a segment called "Bullshit That's Happened to You at Redneck Mud Park." Ben, tell everyone what happened to me one year
1 year. It was 3 years.
in a row. Actually, you're right.
3 years.
Whoever you are out there, I hope you're listening to this. Because I shit you not, speaking of shit, every year I would wake up out of my fucking tent. This is when I was like high school or whatever. And I would go to open the door of my truck. And some asshole would have taken a shit next to my fucking door. This happened 3 fucking years in a row. The same motherfucker. Dude, whoever the fuck you are, I am so glad I sleep in campers now. Actually, they still have the opportunity then. They could just, it was like they looked at my truck and they were like, oh, perfect place to fucking shit right fucking here. And I would tell Ben, I'm like, Ben, if you could walk around my truck, there's a pile of shit right there. I can't even get in it. I'd have to climb.
We would walk out because this is before we'd take one truck.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'd tent together.
Yep, yep,
we'd
yep.
drive all together.
Even if I drove the truck through Titty Lane and I parked it somewhere else, it was like they would find it. They would seek it out just to fucking take a shit. Fuck you. And I have an idea who you are. I'm pretty sure I know who it is.
CD.
No, Mr. Michael Cannon. Mikey, I know it was you, and why you had to use mine out of anywhere else you could have gone. Like, I totally get it. You don't want to use the porta potties out there. I'm the same fucking way. But let's who goes? This guy's driver's door looks fucking perfect. Like, oh yeah, perfect spot. He's gonna have to get right in here. I mean,
Oh shit for brains over here.
dude. Every fucking what's something else we should complain about? Bullshit at Redneck Mud Park. Does anyone have one?
Yeah, main grade.
Oh god, dude. There was one event. It was a November event, and it was like the Great Flood of 2018 or whatever fucking year it was. We're out there Friday night's okay. It was okay. Actually, you know what? It happened Friday night. I remember.
Is this the last November?
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember.
No more November.
Yeah, exactly. No more November, but it started fucking raining.
You had a camper.
I had a fucking brick out there. I had rented a brick.
I was sleeping in my tent.
Yeah.
And when I woke up on Saturday morning,
Yeah.
I
You're in a
had
foot of water.
I had a foot of water in my
Dude.
tent. Clothes were soaked.
Like-
I was sleeping in
I'm not
water.
trying to be racist here, but like if you've seen Auschwitz, Saturday
It was
morning,
bad.
picture a bunch of fucking people standing around like a smoldering flame, standing in like a foot of fucking water,
Yeah.
pale as ghost, cold as shit, and the rain is just not let up.
Yeah, no.
And I'm like, we'll wait it out. It's Saturday. It's Florida. It'll fucking, go away. No. That shit rained.
All fucking
Dude,
day.
if you left camp, it was like you had to check with people like, yo, you got 4-wheel drive? Does that shit work? And it was like, yeah, I got it. It's like, okay, just letting you know, just to like leave,
yeah.
it's a fucking bog. Like anywhere you go in this fucking place.
Ben had buried the
My
third
truck
gen
stayed
3
the night.
times.
Dude, I remember Saturday night, Ben had buried his shit in family camping, just in the middle of a trail.
the night in the middle of the trail.
He had to sleep there because he couldn't go anywhere.
I got out. Actually,
Dude, I remember it got so bad, people camped on Main Shell Road. I've never seen anything like it in my life.
Yeah, all the way by 74, all the way out.
The whole road, dude. People were camped up and down this shit. And I remember Sunday, so I'm going to talk a little bit about Brandon here. So back in the day, before we knew Logan, Brandon was the only person that had a buggy. And I knew I had a brick with me. And for you guys wondering, a brick is a shout out to 1-800-RENT-ME. Cruise
yeah,
America.
we're not talking about nothing else. We're
No.
talking about camping.
and Ben,
it's-
ben
it's-
is the pro driver. Of
Yeah,
it.
so they're
yeah.
like a F-450 whatever camper gasser fucking gets shit for gas mileage, but we call them bricks because they're just big rectangles. But we knew Sunday, I knew that brick, Wasn't making
ain't
it
gonna
out.
Make it out.
and I said, okay, well Brandon can be a douche sometimes, and that fucker, I know him. That fucker's gonna wake up before anyone else. He's gonna load his own shit up, and he's gonna leave. And we're all fucked.
Yeah.
So I set an alarm for 7 a.m. 7 a.m., right? That alarm went off. I fucking ran out the door. Guess where he was?
Go.
Driving.
On the buggy.
Oh, yeah, on the buggy. And I yelled. And I looked at his dad and I said, can you please come back and hook to the brick? Oh, fuck.
Oh,
we got to
fuck.
check the camera.
Listen to them brews cracking over there.
55 minutes, whatever the lost one might be, and now we're at 25 minutes. So doing pretty fucking good, guys. The camera only records 30-minute videos, so 29-minute videos, whatever. But back to what we were saying. Bullshit at Redneck Mud Park. Might be the title of this fucking video. So that event sucked. And I don't blame them. They were really unprepared. I don't think anyone knew this rain was going to just go for 3 days.
This wasn't just a normal Florida shower in the
No.
summertime.
No. What?
You ever heard of the fucking Weather Channel?
It was forecasted to rain.
Yeah, but
all
we
weekend.
all think, it'll be fine, whatever.
A bunch of
We
hicks in the
fucking
woods,
knew.
you know.
I
it rains.
feel like Ben knew what was coming, but he just didn't want to tell nobody.
No,
Hey,
no, we warned everybody.
The weatherman.
Fucking rain.
Hey, that
The
4-wheel drive
weatherman.
still worked. He wasn't worried. But we buried that third gen 3 or 4 times that weekend.
So-
Oh, I can tell you a
On
story about
accident.
that. You want to hear this shit? We were stuck right outside of the lane. Ben's buried.
By the
this
fence.
is when he rammed the pole?
No.
Oh.
Yeah,
no.
by the pole, the fence.
By
Yeah.
the pole, yeah.
Yeah.
We are framed out, and it is pouring. And what I realized is that every mega truck passing was charging people to pull other people out, which is, it's a good hustle, right?
Oh,
I'd
yeah.
probably do it. And so I saw a buggy that was doing the same, and they were pulling someone else. So I ran over there, and I said, "Hey, man, how much to get us out right now?" And the guy said, $200. And I ran to Ben. Ben's fucking hammered, and he said, "Fine, I'll pay it.
Yeah, whatever.
I'll pay it." So they come, hook up, they get us out. So Ben is.
You forget about why my tailgate's still fucked.
Oh, because the
yeah.
chain.
The
because
chain
of Tracy.
The chain fucking smacked right back at the truck.
That was
I remember
because of
that.
Tracy, right?
No, it's because of Clint.
Oh.
I didn't do shit. I know who. I know I didn't. I know who fucking hooked it, and that person shall remain unnamed. But
No, you better name him or I'm blaming you.
no, I'm not naming
Yo,
them.
name him.
Name them.
They have. Fuck, this might be a cut, man. You guys
Oh,
are really
you
gonna
can
make
cut
me
it.
name them.
You can cut it. I just want to know.
They have a Talon.
Oh,
M-Key.
no, you fucking idiot.
God damn, Ben didn't get the social cue there. I don't know if Logan did either.
Was
But.
Oh, yeah.
Are
He
they
has
a
a matching
female?
talent.
Huh?
Are they a female?
They
No.
have a female now.
No way.
We're
not that
talking
same
about
fucking
fucking-
person.
yes.
That's who hooked the fucking chain to his truck. On God.
These
What?
motherfuckers hooked the chain to the ball. Like, just
Yeah.
put
And
the
dude.
hook.
Goddamn, I didn't know y'all hung out like that.
No.
No,
No.
just hanging out.
This was
fucking
after
around.
This was actually after the first bullshit that happened,
Gotcha.
and he showed up and wanted to be Mr. Macho and wanted to hook this chain up. So I said, "All right, fuck it." And yeah, he put it to the ball. This guy, guy snatched the shit out of his that thing, dude. If someone would have been in the bed, they would have been fucked. It
Oh, yeah,
came and
100%.
like whipped right back.
And Ben didn't get out and just lose his mind right
Dude,
then?
he is so fucking drunk at this point.
He didn't even care.
Ben-
No, everything happens for a reason. I leave the tailgate for memories, so I understand.
Don't let no one hook your shit up.
No. Ben, you were a dumbass.
Yep, that was Terry.
Don't put yourself in this situation again. So every time I look at the tailgate, I go, yep.
That was
Well,
dumb.
let me go back to so the guy got us out, right? And keep in mind, Ben's hammered. We're all hammered. Some kid walks up to our window. This is a shirtless motherfucker, drunk as shit. And Ben pulls $200 out of his wallet and he goes, "Hey man, thanks a lot." The kid takes the money, walks away. I look back at the kid. Does he get on the buggy?
No.
He's gone. So then I looked at Ben. I said, "Ben, I think you just paid the wrong guy." So what did we do? Got the fuck out of there before the real buggy people realized that they had been scammed out of $200.
No, I got scammed.
Yeah.
Well,
know.
you gave a random kid $200.
Why was he there?
I don't know. He was probably coming up to the window to say something stupid, and Ben just like, "Hey man, thanks a lot," and just hands him $200.
I don't
I'm
know.
paying twice.
Was that the same weekend that we bumped the side by side?
Bumped the side by side.
Oh man, me, Ben, and Elizabeth were in the third gen, in the middle of Titty Lane, and Ben's fired up. You
I'm
know.
just
Yeah.
dumping clutch.
Vroom,
Yeah,
vroom,
he's
vroom,
just
vroom.
literally wearing first gear.
Yeah.
You know, it's not even second.
Granny geared that
Yeah, it's
bitch.
just, and he's just bap, bap, bap. And then eventually, like, I'm like, it's fine. We're not going to hit anything. And then eventually I start feeling resistance. And I'm like, Ben, stop. And then 3 seconds later, this guy gets out of his side-by-side. It's like, what the fuck? You smashed my shit, blah, blah, blah.
Dude.
And you know what? He's like, how much money you got? And Ben opens up his wallet, thumbs right past the 20s and 100s, and goes, pulls out $2.
No, it's four.
It was four.
You gave it to the guy?
No, he said, I got
said,
$4.
I got $4.
And he said, fucking keep your $4. You
No, he
Hey.
took it. He took it.
Oh, he did. Hey, whatever.
that's true.
If $4 satisfied him, then I mean, whatever, dude.
He said, you fucking broke piece of shit. Yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna tell 2 stories of the lane and hitting shit.
You hit me before.
I've
Charlie's
actually
ran me
I've ran
over, too.
Taylor over because I used to drive Bradford's truck, and we had walkie talkies and we were very intoxicated, and Taylor would guide me, and I don't know what happened, but I didn't stop, and I just pinned him between two trucks.
The bumper of Braden's truck was pushing me up against the tailgate of
And
a
I
little
had-
Mazda,
Yeah.
like S10 body,
Yeah.
little thing.
Isuzu.
Oh yeah,
Dude.
it was a 5-speed, and it was in neutral, thankfully, because I was
Yeah,
pushing.
went with it.
I
Well,
was pushing the other
dude,
truck,
and the other-
Charlie was pushing me.
The other story I want to say is, when I would drive the truck, this guy. I mean, one time you stop and go in the lane, and we had stopped for a while, and I'm highly intoxicated. Keep in mind this is private property, guys. And we're moving forward, and I start to feel some resistance in the truck sinking. So I said, "What the fuck?" And I put it in 4. I said, "Wow, we must have a heavy load tonight." So I'm in 4, and I'm creeping, and the RPMs are high, and I'm like, "Man, this is some soft ass shit in here." So then this guy comes out of nowhere to my window. I have no idea who he is, and he goes, "Hey man, take it wide." And I said, I'm getting pissed. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy to tell me how to drive this fucking thing? I'll take it fucking wide if I want to fucking take it wide. So he's walking with me, and I took it wide, whatever. I heard him. He's, worried about the well-being of everyone. And so we're going through the lane, and I'm fucking pushing this truck. This F-150, I'm just like romping on it. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this thing? So I finally, we get to the lane, and people tell me to stop because they got to pee. Same guy comes up to me, and he goes, "Hey, man, you're unhooked." And I said, "Sir, what are you talking about?" And he goes, "Oh, you see that buggy right there? Big ass Palm Beach buggy, bigger than yours." He goes, "Oh, you just pulled that through the lane. It broke." I said, "Did I really?" I said, "Did I hit anything?" He said, "No, you pulled it right through there." Dude, if you would have told me that I pulled this monstrosity through a 1-lane opening that snakes around, I wouldn't. I'm for sure I must have taken out like 10 fucking people. But that's why
4-wheelers, maybe.
So I felt bad for getting mad at the dude for being like, "Hey, take it wide." I had no fucking idea what he was talking about, but I'm glad I took it wide. And shout out to that F-150 because,
The disco truck.
dude,
Yeah,
the
we
300
caught it
mile
on fire with those disco lights. That
Dude,
back seat went up in flames.
That's another story. We were always running late on time. We'd always build stunt walls for the bed, twerk walls. And the speakers, this was like just when like the speakers that had lights in them were coming out. They were really cool. So Brayton left me in charge to wire these things, and I didn't want to do it. So I looked at Taylor and I said, "Hey Taylor, could you wire these?" And he said, "Oh, we don't have anything." And I said, "Just make them work." So he put 1 power, 1 ground, and a couple wire nuts. I said, "That should be fine." Well, throughout the night, the wire nuts decided to leave the chat.
Well, okay, we can't all blame it on
It's
me.
not you. It's
Because
not you.
There was 8 people in a single cab. Well, it's an
Do we
extended
know
cab
if
truck.
you were wiring parallel?
No, it would
series?
Ben. It was just
No, it was
lights.
just the lights.
Just lights.
Yeah.
And we ran a separate
Red
power
and blue
wire.
or
Yeah.
whatever.
And so throughout the night, the wire nuts came off, and people are grabbing on the wall, and the wires draped over the wall. And someone, I know who, but
Oh yeah.
a certain female made these wires arc. And I'm in the cab, highly intoxicated, and my buddy Josh is in the passenger seat, and we're just bumping to the music.
Well, because we have an
And-
auxiliary battery that's
Yeah.
never in this truck in the back seat.
It's in the
with
back
the
seat.
seat folded up.
And so we're just
There's-
bumping.
Oh yeah.
And all of a sudden,
Smoke.
my vision is fogged. And I'm looking at Josh, and this is when like the OG vapes were cool, so I know people blew some like big clouds. So I looked at Josh like, "Oh, you ripping that thing, bro?" And he goes, "What are you talking about?" I said, "Are you smoking something?" And he said, "No." And I fucking turned my head. There is a fire in the, and I'm like, "Holy shit!" And we have no water, nothing. So we just take our alcoholic beverages and we're just dumping it on this shit. Smoke is billowing out of the cab, dude. People are running with water bottles. They're ripping our doors open,
Yeah.
and I'm just sitting there like,
What the fuck?
what's going on? And we put this fire out, man. His whole back seat caught on fire.
Yep. It was bad.
And Braden comes running out of nowhere, and he's like, "What the fuck did you do?" And I'm like looking at him like glazed over eyes, like, Oh no, dude! I just,
I'm just a driver.
I thought
was
so.
just
I
driving.
told him straight. I said, I thought someone hit a vape, and you know it. And he said, "Bring this thing to camp. You're done driving it for the weekend."
And then we took out the.
And then we took my truck,
Yep.
which did not create any fires, thank
Nope.
God. But those, like, I really want to highlight to anyone listening, like,
those
I don't
were
know,
the
I have
days.
this thing, man, where, like, when I see people partying at mud events now, it feels fake to me. You know what I mean? It feels forced almost. And back in those days when we were little high schoolers and, like, no one had money, no one
We were
had
just
egos.
having a good time.
No one even had four-wheelers. It was really just daily drivers, man. And people just had a good time because they were already out there. Like,
Back
life
in the
was
high school
good.
group,
Yeah,
you know,
man.
Chris
like,
Hodge, you know.
yeah, and
Vanessa
everyone,
and
our
everybody.
whole OG group, man. Those days,
Everybody.
man, I don't know. It was really like anyone I looked at when I was in the lane, it was like these people are genuinely having a good time, not trying to stunt,
Yeah.
not trying to play certain songs
Not
for
trying
a reason.
to show titties
no,
everywhere.
just
You know?
literally, everyone was like in the zone, dude.
So now
You
it's
know?
like a competition of we have to go party.
that's
we
what
have
I hate.
Who can party
like
harder?
the last
Yeah.
bamboo. It's like, and it's steady growing, and I blame TikTok and social media, but it's like these dudes on side by sides. Not to call people out, but like they put so much money into them with these speakers, and like it's just like. And then they stand on the roofs and they try and party and play the certain music. And to me, it's just like it looks fake, man. I don't know. That's just how I am. Like, I'm so ready to get back out there and try and bring back like an OG vibe. Like, my playlist is 10 hours long for RYC, and you will find some of the most OG music on
Nothing
it.
before 2010.
Yeah, 2010 and earlier, man. I got 90s, 80s, you
Yeah.
know, just
100%.
I don't know. I want to find that vibe. And I do have to say, Logan, there was one point last weekend. It was Saturday afternoon. We were on the buggy, and the sun was kind of set, and we were just doing laps around Maine, and I was DJing. That was my favorite time, dude. Because it felt like we were genuinely having fucking fun. Like, not trying to impress nobody.
Yeah,
just
doing your own thing.
Yeah, just doing our thing, fucking vibing with the music. And, you'd make eye contact with someone else that's vibing. And it was just like, hey, like, like nothing felt forced,
Yeah.
Right.
So I don't know. That's my thing, man. I really romanticize a lot about mud events. I don't know, just because how I came up in the
That's-
mega trucks and
But
shit.
that's the
and-
whole thing with the megatruck scene. The SEMA scene, too.
Yeah. What do you, with them, too, is what you're saying? With that scene?
yeah.
Yes.
There's one guy, I won't say who it is, but you go to Vegas, you go and do that, and the money that they all throw down
Yeah.
on loans,
Just to impress another guy.
just to impress another guy.
I mean,
just-
that's really, at the
just
end
to
of the day,
impress
what you're doing.
social media.
Yep.
And then everybody's got to keep up with that one guy.
Yep. And whatever.
It's just about having fun.
In my opinion, yeah, I mean, there is competition to some of that shit, but for the mud scene specifically in my book, I want to come back harder this time. I mean, this is the most amount of money I've put into the mud game ever.
And now that
And,
you're
you
on
know.
this subject, if you look around, the people that you see having the most fun is the dude that's over there in
That
his
has the least
$500
amount of
beater.
money. Yep.
Exactly.
And he's just out here ripping this beater
And dude, that's the
in his
truest
own
shit.
world,
Yep.
not paying attention to nobody else.
Yep.
Hanging out,
And he
having
just-
a good time.
And dude, I respect every one of those guys, man. And when you're coming up, like for me when I was a kid, and back in the day, you guys got to realize like mega trucks, there wasn't as many as there is now.
Oh, dude.
So when you saw them,
Now everybody. Has
yeah, now
a
everyone and their
Yeah.
brother can buy one, whatever. These side by side, same shit.
Yep.
But back then, man, it was like you looked at those guys like, man, that's so sick. So that kind of that was instilled in me. That's why I wanted one, and then everyone else thought the same thing. And
Yeah.
now there's too many of them. But
100%.
I don't know. It's really hard to meet a group of people that have that same mindset as me, where it's like I'm just here to have fun, like, and not impress anybody, not have to pretend like I like this song or I have to drink this for a Snapchat or you know what I mean? Like I'm
Yeah.
just there to fucking do my
It
own
ain't
shit.
gonna end, man.
Dude, these dudes are
Yeah.
playing the same 10 songs.
Yep,
at
same
every
shit.
event. I mean,
And another thing is like I come from the audio world. Me and Ben do. We were really heavy into the subs and speakers.
Shout out Jeff.
Yeah, shout out Amped Up down in Fort Myers. Now it's
Straight
Straight
Up.
Up Customs,
Yeah.
but mean, we spent every waking day in that shop just learning speakers and everything that had to do with wiring, box building, whatever. And what I've come to realize is like you don't need to be the loudest person there.
You
Not
just gotta be
every
happy.
Well, for me, it's if the people that are with you can hear your shit,
You're good.
you don't need to. No one else needs to hear that. And so when I see guys that have all this fucking speaker shit and they're just blaring it, and no one can have a conversation, no one can talk, it's like, dude, we don't even like the song you're playing. Like, if you're with your people and that's what you listen to, that's one thing. But I don't know. That's just my pet peeve, man. I hate where the game's kind of going, and it's even in the street scene too.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
egos are up here, man, and that's why everyone hates the truck scene.
Yep.
If you go to a car meet, most of those guys will get out and talk to each
Oh,
other.
100%.
The truck scene, it's like
Everybody-
tinted windows. Like
yeah.
everyone's got to have the darkest fucking tint
Yeah,
to not see nobody.
Everybody idles in their truck
idols,
all night,
and
you know.
you shit on this guy's shit on that guy. You know, it's just like, what the fuck, man? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just how I am about it, dude.
Yeah.
And I hate to get dark when I talk about this shit, but it's
But
just
no,
it's
it's
how I
the
feel,
truth.
man.
No,
you know,
it's the truth,
it's
too.
true because
Yeah.
it means fucking nothing.
nothing. It means absolutely nothing, man.
What you drive means nothing.
Nothing, dude. I could give a shit, man. And-
Whistling Diesel's best sticker.
yeah, your truck
This
means
truck
nothing to
means
me. Yeah.
nothing to me.
That used to be my quote, man. You know,
Yeah.
and I can even tell you, like when I had a Nissan Titan loaded down in Titty Lane, and I had people coming up giving me fists. And I was like, "Yo, bro, you're the king." I had 2 PAs under that thing, and we
Loud ass
had
buggies and everything.
yeah, and dude,
There's
I
just
had one of the
fucking-
funnest fucking
Oh, yeah.
nights of my
We
life.
had the best time.
Just and it's just like everyone
Always.
was in a vibe.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I really hope with this new build for anyone that gets an opportunity to ride on it, I just hope you have that attitude because I could give a fuck who you are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How many followers you
100%.
have? Could give a fuck if you put me on your story or not. I'm here to satisfy a goal and to just have fun, man.
Yeah, I'm here
You
to have
know?
a good
That's
time.
what it's
you know?
That's
all
what it's
about.
all fucking
That's-
about,
That's
man.
why
Yeah.
you do this shit.
It is. That's why I do it, man. I love it. I love building them. I love being in the mud. You know, like a wise man, Mr. Mike Coleus told me a long time ago. He said, "Y'all go for the party. I go for the mud." And that's the truest shit you'll ever hear, man. And he did. He went to every fucking Trucks Gone Wild event. He said, "I drank 2 beers maybe. That's all I needed. The rest of it, I just love bogging and watching other people bog and pulling
You know-
people out." And, you know,
I wonder if Mike could be your first guest.
he said he would do it. I asked him New Year's. And but Mike is a loose cannon.
But that's what we do.
Yeah, and Mike's an OG to the mud game. He had a mega
Exactly.
truck before it was cool. You know,
Exactly.
he was going to like Triple Canopy Ranch, dude. Like, but like the OG events.
That's when you had 3 megas at an event.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. That's
Yeah.
it, man. And there's certain people that would go to mud events just to set up a tent and watch all day.
Yep.
They didn't bring shit. They just wanted to come out and watch, bring
Yeah.
their kids, and
Yeah.
you know. And I'm not over here trying to be Mr. Family Friendly or anything.
yeah.
Trust me, I love the party. I'll be the first to tell you.
Well, yeah.
But I don't know. I think the mud scene has changed quite a bit in the 20 years the Trucks
Oh,
Gone Wild's been out.
Definitely.
And it's going to.
And it's right. We have to just adapt to change.
Yeah,
you know,
cater
but-
to the younger
Yeah.
community. You know,
And it
that's
sucks
what
to
it
see-
becomes to be about.
Yeah.
But-
I hope the next generation gets to the point I'm at
Yeah.
where they start to realize like, hey, I didn't need to spend this much money on speakers. Like I didn't need to do that.
It didn't get me nowhere.
The 18-year-old
honestly.
girl that it impressed, she'll forget about it by Monday. You know, like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, who are you really trying to impress here? You know, I don't know. That's just my 2
gives a
fucking cents, man.
Oh yeah.
You know?
it's hard too. Because we love it
Yeah.
and we aspire for what it used to be,
Yep. And it never will be.
and it will never be what it used to be.
Dude, I'm to the point now where if I can go to an event and I can make my buggy run for the whole weekend and we can bog and have
That's
a good
a
time.
success.
You're happy.
I'm
Yep.
happy.
That's all it's about,
Exactly.
man.
Yeah.
When I built my first truck and I had no radio or nothing, people are like, you ain't got to put a radio. I was like, man, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, I'm literally here to drive something that I built.
Yep.
Right.
Like, that's it, man. I don't
I'm gonna
care
listen
what
to
happens.
that exhaust.
Yeah.
and it's gonna be music.
I'm gonna listen to
Yeah.
other
Yeah.
people, man. And I don't know. I love it though. I think I'll always be in this mud scene,
Oh,
no
I
matter what,
agree.
man.
sure.
And it's only I just hope the barrier of entry right now for us right now with this pod, I really want to try and get in. Just to try and show people another side of this shit.
Yeah.
Because I feel like so many people see the TikToks and the reels and the Trucks Gone Wild videos, and they think it's one thing, a party.
Yeah.
Well,
You know?
you got those people, and then you got the people that think it's dangerous.
Yep. Then you got the boomers that still think, oh my God, those places are so dangerous, and they're not wrong,
And then
right?
you got the
100%.
people that think it's all trashy people
Yeah,
out there.
yeah, and it's really not, man. I've met some really nice, cool people at mud events,
yeah.
dude.
100%.
It's really cool to see you meet a group and you just hit it off, like your vibes
yeah.
in line. Great people, but yeah,
But
but
For the most part, man.
Revolution.
Revolutions. That's how we
Revolutions.
get that truck done.
yeah,
Revolutions.
But for the most part, there is a lot of good people out there to come
Yeah.
to these events.
Oh,
and we
there's
come
always
across.
going to be one bad apple, and
Yeah.
everything you do, and I don't know. I feel like some people look up to the bad apples, and then it spreads like a disease, and
That's how it tends to happen with life, though.
Yeah.
Too. You are.
And for the people that say it's a dangerous place, man, I've been going since I was 15 to all these mud events, and I've never gotten hurt. And I think it's all just knowing your surroundings and
knowing your limitations,
your limits, and just being smart, dude. Like, okay, you gotta plan out if that guy in that mega Jeep with the blown motor, is hauling at you right now. Maybe you shouldn't drive in front of him.
Yeah.
It's just like
Yeah.
common sense.
the
dude.
rule of the pig.
Rule of the big, right,
Yeah.
Ben? Yeah, Ben came up with that saying a long time ago. It's
If they're bigger than you, you yield.
You yield.
That's
Yep.
just like boats.
Yeah, same
Just
shit,
like
man.
boats.
Oh,
Problem
just
is
as
bigger,
bad.
you
You
better
better
four
get-
wheelers.
you better get out of the way.
I'm a four wheeler rider.
Yeah.
But you got you're in a mega. You got all these four wheelers all riding around.
You can't see 'em for
under
shit.
you, left
No.
of you, right of
No.
you, cutting in front of you.
We're not saying not to drink and have a good time, but it's
No.
like, just keep the common sense there.
Yeah.
I mean, like
I mean, that goes for mega drivers too. I think some of them just don't care.
Yeah.
some of them, yeah.
And then you'll talk to a lot of guys who drive the really big trucks, and they say, "No, man, that's all I do all day.
Yeah.
is watch out for people.
You have to.
you know?
100%.
They have to.
Yeah, and the problem with megas is like buggies are a little different, but mega trucks, I mean, you can really only see the left side.
Yeah.
And then a little out of the hood. That's it. That
20
whole right side,
Yeah.
you don't see
20
anything.
yeah.
20 feet out in front of you. you
That's
know?
it.
Meanwhile, you're hoping a retard that's sitting beside you has
Yeah.
got enough common
Yeah.
sense
That's
to
what
tell
I
you
was
whether there's
thinking,
somebody there or
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
Like whenever you're driving by yourself, man, I mean, that's it. You got to have people with you that are kind of helping with your eyes. And that's why I tend to, the more drunk you get, you better move to the bed because I want,
In
some,
the cab's got to be
the smart people. Yeah, my eyes are in the cab. I need
need
360
eyeballs.
around this thing,
Yeah.
I think a lot of guys are starting to run front cameras and stuff too.
Yeah,
to help
definitely.
with that.
I think about it too. I might start doing it.
Yeah, but then you go in a hole.
And it ruins them,
But
and
you,
that's
you can still wipe the lens off and
if it
shit.
survives, that's,
Yeah.
Put it up high enough.
high enough, yeah, in the bumper or something.
Yeah. Angled down.
Angled way down, you know.
That's nothing too expensive, I don't think.
No, and you can get like a dual monitor to be able to flip back and forth to the screens. So that's what Mike had.
Oh yeah.
His center console, the radio just showed a camera in the front and the back. You know,
That's all you need.
Yeah.
and Mike will be the first one to tell you, man, you gotta watch out
Oh, 100%.
because he's had. I mean, it's not even watching out. He's had people fall out of the bed because they're too drunk,
Yeah.
and that's something you really can't prevent. He's not even moving,
Yeah.
and they just topple
Boom.
out, and it's your fault.
You know, that's another thing that always goes through my mind too. You get some of these people on there, that's partying and have a good time, but you don't really know what happens if one of them people fall out
Exactly.
and they get
Well,
hurt.
this is
can
what-
they come
They
after
sue
you?
you
Listen.
for the park, they sue you.
Listen, yeah, you signed a waiver for the park.
Yeah.
That covers them.
Right.
But you personally, they can come right after you. You can ask Mike right now. He's been sued twice.
So somebody on my buggy falls off,
Yep,
gets hurt.
they can come right after you.
Yeah, good to know.
You can sue anyone for anything, honestly. You know,
and you can settle, you can fight.
Yep.
You might win, you might lose. You're gonna pay.
Mike, he had 2 lawsuits that he dealt with owning that truck with people falling out, and it sucks because you're letting someone ride something that you paid a lot of money for.
All this time and money.
All
in
this
it.
time
You're
to get
doing
it
them
there.
the favor, of letting
yeah.
you just ride.
And that's how it works with shitty people. They
It
come
is.
after you. So that's what Mike told me with building this new one, and I told him how big this one's gonna be, and he was like, "Man, you just use your fucking head." He got to the point where he didn't even let people ride into bed. He said no one's allowed.
The last 2 events
Yeah.
that I've seen when Mike owned the Yeti,
Yeah.
there was no
No
one
one.
in the
Honestly, I wouldn't even let anyone in.
bed. There'd
Well,
be 10
you know.
people.
I rode in the bed of your Southern Burners truck, and
Yeah.
I'm pretty fearless, but I got up in there, dude. I was a little bit scared.
Yeah, definitely.
Not because you were driving bad, but
Just
holy
the
fucking
height
shit.
you're at.
You're
and-
up high.
Yeah,
you got
angles.
No control.
Your
you got,
center of gravity's way off.
You got
You
nothing to
know,
hold on to. A
Yep.
toolbox, a
Yep.
fucking bed rail.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
10 feet in the air.
definitely.
And then you got 25 girls wanting to get in the back and
Exactly,
dance, and
yep.
you know, stand on the side of the bed.
When you're
like,
braking and trying to
Yeah.
move, and bumps, and yeah, it's I don't know. I'm gonna tread lightly. I think this first event, and my plan is I want to make a bunch of Team Nocturnal shirts, and really, if I see people getting on the bed and they're not with someone with one of those shirts, I'm probably gonna say who are you? You can't really get on,
Yeah.
unless you know someone in one of these shirts. I don't really trust you on my shit.
That's
you
also
know?
the best way to keep it.
You
man.
know, if I can just look back there and see a bed full of orange, I'm good to go, dude. That's my
Yeah.
people,
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to bite the bullet and just buy all the shirts. And, you guys will have to tell me sizes and shit because I'll put like security or something on yours. Something
Yeah.
a little higher up, you know.
SRT.
Yeah, Slut Recovery Team. Shout out, man. Frankie
Frankie
Lightfoot, man. That was our old T-shirt slogan. We were called the Slut Recovery Team, and everyone had their own name.
Cody still has his.
Was this in the days when you was driving Zach's silver?
Way
Virgin?
before that,
Oh
dude.
yeah, this was when
This was Bradford's truck when they had the
very
stunt
beginning.
wall, and
Frankie's doing good.
I know he is, but he started this thing called the SRT, Slut Recovery Team. And Frankie was like the OG dude that partied at RYC. Like, I've seen him do some unspeakable fucking
Steel
crazy.
buggies.
Yeah.
Steel buggies in the middle of the night, but ram gates and fences. But he moved out of here, and I said, you know what? I'm going to take it upon myself to continue the legacy of the Slut Recovery Team. And we all made shirts, and everyone had a name. Like, Ben's was Been There, Done That. Like, they all would have, like, cool names like that. Mine was the manager. That's just what they called me. Cody's was what? I can't even remember what Cody's. Oh, it was like a Tic Tac Cody or something.
I forget everybody.
Jimmy's was Little Shit.
Yep, he was a little.
You want to hear Bree's? This is funny. Shout out to Bree. It was Magla Hosey. She picked the name. Hey, hey, she picked the fucking name. But yeah, it was good times, man. We were the SRT, dude. You could tell everyone in the truck because they all had Slut Recovery shirts on. And I don't know how many we recovered, but
Not enough.
Slim to none.
we wore the shirts.
Well, at least you tried. A for effort.
Exactly, dude. Well, is there anything else y'all want to talk about, or what? Do we think we're good, or what, dude?
Well, your camera's fixing to time out in 20 seconds.
Oh, so this
Oh.
is it, man.
Yep.
So,
Sounds like it's.
We were supposed to call Kevin. I mean,
fuck him. He's sick. Well, we know the camera's gonna die. So, guys,
peace out.
thank you guys for tuning in. Megatruck
Yep.
Media.
Catch
We
you
will
next
catch you
time.
next time.
later.